I'm a suburban pastor in a suburban church wondering how I can reach the inner city. But I discovered Kevin Ross, who can take the people from our church down any street in any inner city, go door to door, and within an hour have 100 to 300 people on a street corner leading them to Christ. No pre-advertising, and they're coming to Jesus. It's one of the most powerful evangelism tools I've ever discovered.
Hi, I'm Reverend Kevin Ross, and I'm a street evangelist. Growing up, I was never the class clown. Some people ask me, you know, were you a class clown? And no, I was a shy person. Going to Bible college, I thought I was going to be like a senior pastor. But then I ended up going to seminary and going to New York City, where I worked at the New York School of Urban Ministry. And they told me that every so often they need someone to dress as a clown. I started doing that for them, and I found that I was very good at getting large crowds by making lots of noise, whoo, through the streets. At first, I wasn't very interested in being a clown, and because, you know, years before, I asked the Lord, what do you want me to do with my life? And He said, well, what do you want to do? And I said, well, I want to bring the joy of Jesus to people. And a picture of a clown popped into my head. And I said, no, that can't be God. The lady who first painted my face, she kept calling me Irvin for some reason. And she said, I don't know why I keep calling you that. So I decided to be Irvin D. Clown. My clown character is an intelligent clown character that doesn't know how to count.
On the count of 3, I want you to laugh as loud as you can. 1, 2, 5! How come somebody didn't know to laugh?
This is not something Kevin does on the side. This is full-time ministry, trying to support a family. And because he's a clown, people are just throwing pennies at it. And I want to encourage you to support this man. He's pouring his lifeblood into leading thousands of people to Christ every day of his life.
Well, I have been to Cuba, Mexico, Ethiopia, and Jamaica many times. So we've seen in overseas trips, we've seen about 39,000 people give their lives to the Lord as a result of using the clowning to give the gospel, and also mobilizing churches and their people to help to get the crowd there.
One another.
We like to train the people in the church that we work with, not just come in, do our thing, and then leave. We like to leave churches with more people who can do ministry and see that they can do ministry. Because there's a lot of people out there that are not going to know Jesus unless we leave the church doors and go out there and knock on their doors.
God's up there in heaven. He loves you very much.
To have your teenagers excited like that to serve the Lord and lead people to Jesus and go into their schools and say, let me lead people to the Lord in our schools is a phenomenal thing. It's a great, fantastic thing to leave your church with. And that's one of our goals, is we want to see your people grow so that they can be a blessing and be blessed for years to come.
I want you to take your hands like this up over your head, and I want you to go, woo!